Greetings, everyone. My name is Barry, and today I'm going to be talking on the subject of intimacy. So, intimacy is a very interesting subject because it involves both emotional and physical components, and people who thrive on it really don't see what's a big deal about it. And yet, so many people crave intimacy but have fears. So, I'll be talking about all of these subjects. First, physical intimacy, very simple, cut and dry. Has to do with all kinds of physical activities, touching, holding, kissing, sexual activities. These are intimacy in the physical sense. I think that's pretty clear. Some people are afraid of it, some people are not. Almost everybody craves it. Some people don't, but I'm going to be focusing much more on the psychological and emotional side. Now, psychologically, almost everybody craves contact on a close basis with another individual. Whether it's opening the heart, sharing the emotions, sharing the beliefs, the fears, it's basically a universal experience. Now, some people, because of life experience, believe that it's unattainable. And this is not, unfortunately, very uncommon. But it is an inherent need of humans to connect with another person. And some have many close and intimate relations, and some have had just a few experiences of it. And an unfortunate few have never had any. And people who haven't had any, it's also called love, because the closest form of intimacy, of course, is love. They lead a very isolated and generally very unhappy existence without having had any experience of what it's like to be close with someone. Their needs basically go unmet. So, fortunately, it's low in number, but people who have in this situation frequently try to fill the need with addictive behaviors, compulsive, obsessive, things like that. Then there's also the category of people who thrive on intimacy. They're able to judiciously, meaning under the appropriate circumstances, open up their hearts, to be open to other individuals, to allow them in emotionally, intellectually, and to really share. They can talk about the deepest thoughts, fears, joys, and be ready to listen and to take in from the other. The reason some people have this ability and others do not, of course, goes back to childhood. When you have parents that are warm, that are nurturing, that are loving, that listen to you, that attend to your concerns, and are present in your life, then this teaches you how to do it with others. There's no fear involved. Whenever your parents allow you to open up and be close, they're warm, they're caring, they're nurturing. They may be concerned depending upon what you're telling them, but they're not going to reject you. And those are generally people who grow up to mirror the same patterns with others. They're able to thrive on intimacy and experience and express it. People, on the other hand, who had parents who are disengaged, are always busy with their own lives, have no time for the kids. And unfortunately, a lot of parents have kids because they feel they should, but they don't really want to be a parent. They don't want to do the parenting things. So they plop the kids down in front of a TV, they buy them things to keep them occupied. They don't really spend a lot of intimate time with them. It's not that they don't love their kids, but I don't know if it's like a nurturing parenting hormone. I've heard things about that. I'm not a physiologist, but there's a certain connection that a lot of people have and some people don't. Mothers in particular are always expected to have it, and not all do. Fathers are much more let off the hook. They can go out, they can work, they can play games with their buds, watch TV, and yeah, occasionally they are supposed to play with their kids, which is definitely a should. A lot of fathers love it. A lot of fathers just say, hey, you go and take care of him. He's screaming. I want to watch the game. So, children don't really have that nurturance from their father. So when it comes time to being older, they may be open and know how to be intimate with women, whether you're a male or a female, but not how to do it with men. And you see this all over society where guys get together and they talk about surface topics, but they don't really open up. They don't say, you know, I had this really great fear last night while I was sitting quietly. No, you don't hear that. You say, hey, how do you think the game went? It's a form of male bonding. It's a form of intimacy, but it's not really being close. And you can have your buds for years, decades, and not really know much about them. Women are much more relationship oriented. It's biochemical, it's almost genetic. And the female brains bond. It's part of the nature of being a woman. Again, I'm generalizing, not all women have it. But women prioritize being able to share and communicate. And for them, therefore, it's much more natural, at least with other women. Doing it with men, there is that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and it's quite accurate. They're two different species when it comes to emotions and relationships. And unfortunately, most men do not know how to speak the language of women, and women do not understand the language of men. Men don't understand that a woman experiences intimacy with a man if the man just sits there and listens, not just dozes off, sits on the couch and thinks about the latest sports figures or something, but really listens. A woman feels appreciated, that the man understands her, that he communicates. And he doesn't really have to say much. He just has to really acknowledge that he's heard her. A man, on the other hand, when he establishes intimacy, he says, okay, this is my problem, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, how would you suggest I fix it? Woman almost never does that. They want to delve into what the dynamic is of the situation. And then they usually come up with their own answers, and it's usually a pretty good one. Men, on the other hand, when they get flummoxed, are looking for answers. And when guys get together, they don't say, okay, what were you feeling last night? They say, okay, so you were stuck in this problem? All right, well, this is what I would do. This is what I would recommend. And then both guys feel like, This was good communication. Oh, I'm so glad to have him as a friend. Never really talking about feelings or fears or beliefs, but just getting problems solved. And for so many guys, a good friend is a problem solver. And for a woman, a close friend is a good listener. And then, of course, women occasionally do want answers, but they will ask. And men, unfortunately, being the inveterate problem solver, will listen, try to figure out what this problem is that the woman is talking about, and after a few minutes, jump in with the solution, and the woman will feel, oh my God, he's not even listening to me. I barely started to explain what's going on, and already he's trying to solve it. He doesn't know me at all. Big problem in intimacy. People who don't have intimate connections with their parents, whose parents didn't listen, who weren't emotionally warm, emotionally supportive, desire it, just like as kids. They desired it from their parents, but they didn't get it. So they don't really know how to go about trying to get it. So in their adult life, they end up being isolated, alone. When you ask them, do you have friends? Oh yeah, I have tons of friends. Do you have any close friends? Yeah, we go to the Bull, we go this, we do this together. No, someone you can share your heart with? Well, no, I don't really have anyone like that. You ask a woman, she may say, yes, I have one or two, or yes, I have several. But it's the rare woman who won't even understand the question. It's the rare man who does. So this is a little overview on intimacy, the human need for intimacy, and why some are able to engage and thrive in it, and others, to use a quote, live a life of quiet desperation. Okay, I thank you. So, my name is Barry Naroff. I'm a professional spiritual intuitive. I do readings, as well as psychotherapy. I'm a New York State licensed psychotherapist. If you wish to contact me, you can write me directly at barry@birthrightTherapy.com. If you want to know more about me, I have a webpage called Birthright Therapy. Or feel free to write a comment in the comment section. If you like what you hear and you want to hear more, then please do subscribe. That would be very helpful. And if you want to be notified when a new posting is done, and I try to do it on a daily basis, don't always succeed, then just click the bell next to the subscribe button. So, thank you very much. Until the next time. Bye.